Hi everyone, in today's video I'll be doing something a little bit different. On my Instagram I asked if they would like to see how I made my cat ear balaclava. Here's a picture of how it looks. I got inspired by a couple of people wearing them on Pinterest, so I decided to make my own. So let's get started. What you need is a medium 4 weight yarn, a 5mm hook, a tape measure, and some bobby pins. So to start, you're going to take your yarn and you're going to make a slip knot like this. You're going to make enough chains that will fit around your head. When you're fitting it around your head, make sure you stretch the yarn. So for me, I made a total of 69 chains. Once we're done with that, we're going to make sure it's straight. And at the very last loop, I'm going to put my hook in it and we're going to make a slip stitch. So we're going to yarn over, push through the first loop, push through the second loop. Just like that. And then we're going to chain 2. In every stitch, we're going to do a double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over, put it through the first loop, this one right here, yarn over again and push through. You should have 3 strings. We're going to yarn over, push through these 2 only, yarn over again and push through, just like that. If many of you don't know what stitch to put it in, it's going to be this one right here. So I'm going to get my hook just to show you this one right there. That's the one you're going to put it through. So we're going to yarn over, put it through this one right here, yarn over again. You should have 3 strings, yarn over, push through those 2 only, yarn over and push through, just like that. We're going to do that in every stitch until we reach the end. Once we have reached the end, we're going to do another slip stitch. So we're going to put our hook through that first hoop, which is right here, just like that. Then we're going to chain 2. Once you chain 2, don't forget to turn your work over, because if you don't, then your seam's going to be slanted. And from here you're going to repeat the same steps. So we're going to do a double crochet into that first loop, which is right here, that one right there, and do it all the way around until you reach the end. I'm going to show you one more time, so I'm not going to yarn over right now. I'm just going to show you this loop right here. That one. You can see the holes. So this one, you know, all the way around. Like I said, you're going to keep repeating the same steps until you have a good length, because when we do, we're going to close it off, just the top part. So I'll show you when I get there. Make sure that your seam is on the side so it's not visible. Then you're going to grab your hook and insert it through these 2 holes. So this one and this one, like that. Then you're going to wrap your yarn on your hook and pull through. Just like that. You're going to go into your next stitch, which is this one right here and this one right here. Oh, these 2. You're going to yarn over, pull through, and then pull through again, just like that. We're going to do a slip stitch all the way until you reach the end. Once you close the top part, you're going to continue crocheting until it reaches your eyebrow. You want to go ahead and try it on and see if it touches your eyebrow. It's looking good so far. Now it's time to add the opening. When I finished my last row, I chained 2 like I usually do and left it on the side. Now you're going to grab your tape measure and measure 6.5 and place it in the middle. Make sure both sides are even. Then you're going to grab your bobby pin and place them on the first and 6.5. Just like that. You should have something like this. Since we have the markers placed, we're going to crochet all the way around until we reach the first one. Before I crochet into this marker, we're going to count these stitches. So don't count where your markers are. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So that's how many chains I'll have to make, is 22. When you're chaining, make sure you loosen your chains just a little bit. So, kind of like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We wanted to loosen up the chain because now it measures perfectly with this marker. So now we're going to do a half double crochet into the other marker. Just like that. You can now take your markers off. And before you continue, make sure that your chain is facing this way instead of this way. We're going to keep going and add half double crochets until we reach this part. That's when we'll flip it, and I'll show you how to add half double crochets into these. When you reach this part, you're still doing half double crochets into each stitch. So like this. Just like that. You're going to keep going until you have the length that you want it. I'm probably going to do mine the same size as my other balaclava, which was 11 inches. You can do that size too, or you could just keep trying it on and see how you want it. I'm going to do the rest of this off camera, and once I'm done, I'm going to try it on and show you how it looks. Now that I'm done, I'm going to cut off any loose strings. Then we're going to flip it inside out and try it on. This is how it looks. I hope this video was helpful. If you decide to do it, please tag me on Instagram so I can see yours. Thanks for watching. Bye.